Hello. So this is my first unboxing of any model or unboxing of anything ever. So I thought I'd give it a shot and see how it goes. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully this is something you find valuable. I've got a few other models that I'm going to be opening up here over the next few weeks, and we'll be doing an unboxing review of them. Most of those aren't new; they're actually really old. I've got some vintage kits that I bought recently, and I'll be going through some of those. Some of them are brand new in the box, and some of them have been opened before, but nonetheless, I'll go through them and just kind of talk about what's in them and what I've learned about them before I even try to start working on them. All right, today we are going to take a look at the AMP B-2 Spirit. And this is by AMP. That's AMP Models. AMP Models, they are made in Ukraine. So this is my first AMP kit that I've done. This is model number 14002. As you can see, it's the B-2 Spirit 1/144 scale. So it comes with instructions in, looks like Ukrainian as well as English. Okay, let's take a look at the box art here. So it's got the plane essentially kind of flying in the air. It looks like some clouds there behind it, maybe an ocean, I guess. It's interesting, but nonetheless, it's kind of got some blue sky and stuff, purple ocean or something like that down here, flying in the clouds. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it, I like it. So this is a kit I bought off of eBay. It shipped from the Ukraine and got here to the US in about 3 to 4 weeks or so, somewhere around there, but not bad. All right, so we'll set that back there. So take a look at the directions here. All right, so this is directions that are coming in a plastic sheet of some kind, which is kind of nice. A little notebook sheet, basically, is all it is. So we'll take that out. Take a look through those here. So we've got Ukrainian over here, English here. Looks like we have some technical data in both languages, some icons as far as things we're going to run into. And then down below we have color references. So these color references refer to Mr. Color. So you can take a look at that. See how those are. Yeah, okay. All right, so what looks like what we have here is a full instruction set. You can see the different sprues that we're going to be running into. Look at some of the instructions that are there. Okay. All right, so it looks like I've got 2 fuselage pieces, 2 wing sets, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 different sprues that refer to different parts of the plane. If I look through the instructions a little bit further, I'm going to get towards the back here. So the back has the full model put together here, and I think this is identifying where the parts go, or I'm sorry, the decals, where the decals go, as well as the painting sections. Then further on, I have another view of different 508 specifications here for the 508th Bomb Wing based out of Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri. So I've got different decal sets, it looks like, for some of the different B-2 Spirit planes that are out there. Okay, so we've got 4 different ones maybe. Take a look further. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look and see what else is in here. So what I have is some sort of advertisement for Ukrainian model store, ukrscale.com. And I also have some decals, and looks like some masking and a windshield. Let's take a look at the decals here real quick. All right, so you can see the different types of decals that I've got there. Kind of see the edges on them here. Let's see if we can see those edges. Because I was looking at this online, a couple other places. It's kind of hard to tell in here, but these decals are pretty well cut close. Even the the smaller ones, that might give you a good example. So even the smaller ones, looks like we've got some decals here for the cockpit itself. These are actually even cut pretty close. And this is going to be the windshield. And then it looks like we have some masking. So this will allow us to put some masking on the windshield itself, those little parts there. And I've got these little circles here. I'm not sure what those are for just yet. Take a look back at the painting scheme maybe. Might give us an idea. I'm not sure. Looks like I got some parts right there. Got some small circles there. A couple other small places. I think most of those are decals though. Small place there. So I don't know. We'll see what those hold and where those things should be placed. Hopefully it has some instructions in there for the masking of where those go, but I'm not sure if there's anything for that. I'll have to figure that out. All right. So that's everything that's in the plastic bag. Good start so far. Let's see what else we got. All right, so here we have the rest of the model. We have all the sprues. I'm going to open these guys up here. It's a sealed bag. It's just a soft tape here is what it looks like. It's a small bag, small set of sprues. They look to be in pretty good shape just by judging. I'll go ahead and start taking some of these out. All right, so the first set here, that is part of the fuselage. You can see there's some indented lines there. So they're recessed. That's not bad. It's a little bit flimsy, but hopefully that will hold up okay. It is only 1/44 scale, so I expect this to be kind of small. They have other larger versions of this. The 1/72 scale. It's about double, obviously. But they had some older 1/72 scales from Testors, and I think an older model collect, actually. The Testors has raised panel lines. It actually fits really well. So this is the bottom. Sorry, I'm interrupting here, but interrupting myself even. This is the bottom of the fuselage, and it fits quite nicely right there. So that's actually a pretty good fit. That's not terrible. Got a little bit of flash here on the edges, a couple of rough edges. Looks like I have a little flash here up front, right there on the edge. That seems pretty minor right there. So yeah, all in all, I think that actually seems to fit well right out of the box there. When the fuselage fits well, that's a good start. All right, so yeah, they've got the 1/72 scales that are out there for Model Collect right now. It's quite expensive. It's a little over about 130 some odd dollars, I think, US is what I've been seeing prices on from different places. But it's a pretty advanced kit from what I've seen. It's also very big at about 28 inches, 28 inches in wing length, wing span. So it's pretty big. But this one's supposed to be about around 14, something like that, 13, 14 inches wide. So this would be pretty good size on its own. But we'll take a look at these wings here real quick, and then we'll continue talking about the other 72 scale. But these are not too bad. So if I take a look at, there's actually indentations here, recessed panels. I don't know if you can see that or not. But there's recessed panels that are on there. They're not in bad shape. So the wings themselves, again, the plastic itself is kind of flimsy, so we'll see how that goes. It's not really stiff, so to speak. It's a bit soft. There's another sprue here. Interesting thing to note, if you look closely, there are no numbers on any of these. So if we go back and look at our instruction set, the numbers are on the instruction set. So these are the wings here. This represents part C. And you'll see in the instructions it mentions different components such as F17, F7. mentions F17 and F7 right there, for example. So if we have to go over here and identify where F is, there's F, and then find part F7 and then F17 down here. So when we get there, we'll have to figure out what part that is. So for example, if I'm looking at this obviously doesn't match up with sprue F, but it does match up with sprue D. So I turn that over to probably a better match. There we go, look at that. So that's sprue D. So I'll have to make sure that that matches up correctly with whatever parts I've got. So here again, I've got D4, for example, part D4 right there in the corner. And that looks like the Bombay. So if I take this back over here and compare it to 4, you'll see that 4 is right there, which is that part. So there's no numbers on the sprue. So make sure you don't lose that. If you get this kit, don't lose it. I'm not expecting excellent things out of this, but I'm expecting fun things. I'm expecting good things out of the kit. So I'm building this for fun, and hopefully this turns out to be a pretty good kit at the end of the day. All right, let's take a look at some more. Let's set that back there. Okay, so this is another sprue that we have here. This relates to, let's cut that out. There we go. This relates to, if we take a look at the sprue E is what that relates to. So we can obviously see the X pattern that sort of shows up on the sprue here, and take a look at that one. It also has the same X pattern. So yeah, that's definitely sprue E. So there's no indicator in the middle like it shows somewhat in the picture there. Should be like a letter E in the middle, but there isn't. There isn't anything. So you have to do a visual matchup. It's not hard. If you grew up putting circles in the circle holes, you should be good. But if you ended up putting circles in square holes and squares in circle holes, you might find challenge with this kit. So if we take a look at this one looks to be sprue F. So this is going to contain the cockpit part, because they always start with this. Let's always start with the cockpit, and that's that bottom piece there, 17. Take a look at that. That's 17. You can see there's 17. There's 7 up there. No, let's not do that. That's dirty fingers. There's 17 in the bottom right, and then right next to the big letter F is sprue 7. So that's 7 and 17 right there. All right. Let's take a look at these last two here. These look exactly the same. They are exactly the same. Take a look at these last two here, and these are exactly the same. There's no difference here. So this is on G. That's G right there. So we can take a look and see that they match up. So yeah, looks like I got extra parts, but so each pair here is a pair of bombs. Each pair here is another pair. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4 pairs. All right. So I've got 8 bombs that I can throw into this thing. That's actually quite a bit. It's got the landing gear, the wheels here, a couple of the pieces that go into the rotation, it looks like. Some parts for vents. Okay. All right, so that's it. No more. It's a pretty decent kit, I guess. I spent, I think, about $30 for it to be shipped from the Ukraine. Wasn't bad. Like I said, took a few weeks to get here. There's lots of them out there on eBay for this particular one. It's model 14002. Make sure you can see that there. From AMP. I've never put together an AMP model, but so far it looks pretty clean, actually. For the price, it wasn't terrible. So yeah, the other types of kits that are out there for the B2, they have, this is the only 144 kit that I've seen out there that seems to be of any decent value, I guess. And they've got some other 172 kits that are out there. But those 172 kits, some of them are expensive and some of them are old and expensive. So there's a tester's one that floats around out there. It's anywhere from about $100 or a little bit lower. I'm not sure it's worth it. By all the reviews, they say it's not great, a lot of warping, things like that. So I'm not sure that I would invest my money in that one. The other one is the Model Collect. There's a new one that was released, I think in 2019, actually. There's an older one from 2018. There's a new model of it for 2019. You can find that on ScaleMates. But it is supposedly better. I haven't looked at it yet as far as any specifics, but looked at a few online reviews of it. And I guess from Model Collect, it is a difficult model to put together. So the instructions are sort of written in some sort of Sanskrit. No, I'm joking on that. It means that they're difficult to follow. So hopefully these aren't very difficult to follow, and this is a pretty good and fun build, and it should be good. All right, I'm going to see if I can record my build progress on this, and hopefully it goes well. Thanks for watching.